Hey everybody, it's Tara. So today I'm going to be filming a Mandela Effects video, which the Mandela Effect, I'm sure most of you know, if not everybody, came up a few years ago, and it's basically how we all remember something happening versus how it is now and how it's always been. Like the Berenstain Bears have always been the Berenstain Bears, which I completely disagree with. It was definitely the Berenstain Bears, but it's fine. So yeah, this is something I've been really interested in since like they first started, because it's just crazy to me how like we all remember something happening this particular way, and then like all of a sudden it's never been that way. That just, no, that does not sit well with me. It freaks me out. So the first Mandela effect we are going to talk about is open sesame. So I don't know how much of a Mandela effect this is. I saw this in Michelle Platty's Mandela Effects video, one of her many, and apparently it's actually open sesame, not open sesame. I've always said open sesame. I've never heard it open sesame like in my life, but I feel like this one probably is like a miscommunication over time. Like it was originally open sesame, and then over time people just said it faster, so it became open sesame. So the next one I want to talk about is actually related to one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid and still, which is Full House, and I just finished the most recent season of Fuller House on Netflix, and it is so good. But basically the conspiracy theory, not conspiracy theory, but basically the Mandela effect around this is that Joey Gladstone used to be called Uncle Joey, but now he's just Joey. I personally only ever remember them calling him Joey. I've never heard it Uncle Joey, like it was Uncle Jesse and Joey, but never Uncle Joey. So I don't know, but apparently a lot of people remember it being Uncle Joey. I don't remember that. That wouldn't really even like make sense because he's not their uncle. But I mean, I don't know. This next one is from another thing that I was obsessed with when I was younger, which is The Parent Trap. I watched this movie literally religiously. I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with the mom's English accent and Annie's English accent. Like, I was just obsessed. I loved it. And one of my favorite characters was Jessie, who, if you don't know who that is, this is who she was. And apparently her name was never Jessie, but it was always Chessie, like CH instead of a J. That does not make sense to me. Like, no, that girl's name was always Jessie. Let me know what you remember. So this one is from Drake and Josh, which I'm sure we all remember the theme song, but do you really? Because apparently, according to Drake Bell, the lyrics in it we've all been singing wrong this entire time. So in one lyric of the song is, "It's gonna take some time to realize, but if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find." But that's never been the lyric. It's gonna take some time to realign. I don't agree with that. That does not make any sense, first of all, because you're gonna realign and then you're gonna open the door and look inside. No, it's gonna take some time to realize. And I feel like to him, it might have been realign this whole time, but really like it used to be realize, because we all remember it as realize. And maybe it's like the Berenstain Bears, where we all remember as Berenstain, but the family who created the Berenstain Bears, who their actual last name is Berenstain or Berenstain, to them their last name has always been Berenstain, but to all of us it's been Berenstain. So I feel like that's kind of like what's going on with this theme song, is like to all of us it was realize, and to him it was too. But now to him, because he's part of like the Mandela effect, it's always been realign. I don't know if that makes sense, but it really freaks me out. So this next Mandela effect has to do with something that I'm personally not that big of a fan of, but I've definitely seen this like everywhere. Like my friends love it, my family loves it, it's in stores. I've definitely seen it before, and that is the Nutella jar. What, like, apparently the Nutella jars always looked like this, but I don't remember it looking that way. I remember the first two letters were, the N and the U were black and the rest were red, not just the N. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, why would it just be the N? I remember the N and U, and a lot of people remember the N, U, and T, like the nut in the word was black, and then Ella was red. I don't know. What do you guys remember? Because that's just crazy. So now this one just really like messes with me because it just like, I am a hardcore Directioner. Like, I am all about One Direction, have been ever since the beginning. I'm obsessed with them. I love them. It's just everything. And it's a very organized fandom. People make a living off of being a One Direction fan. Like, it is wild. But there's a whole performance that none of us even remember. Like, that's just... what? No. Like, that honestly, like, that makes me want to vomit. That's so gross. Like, they don't remember the stage, the outfits, they don't ever remember this. Like, they're referring to it as a glitch in 2015 because none of us remember it. And there's people who literally make a living out of like taking pictures from every performance of each like tour or festival that they did, and nobody remembers this. Like, it just came out of nowhere the last few months. It's wild. I don't like this one. Like, this one really like, this one screws with my head. Like, Sticking along the lines of One Direction, 5 Seconds of Summer also has a Mandela effect with their song She Looks So Perfect. Now, how does the song go? To me, I always thought it was, she looks so perfect standing there in my American Apparel underwear. It was always she to me. And then like the very last time they sang that, it was you, because they got all like slow and serious. I was like, you look so like, that's how it always was. No, wrong. Apparently it was always, you look so perfect standing there. That's never, to me, that's just crazy. Like, in my opinion, like, I feel like everybody's kind of divided on that one. Like, some people did hear you, and the others were like, no, it was she. But I don't know. That one, I don't like that one because I remember she. I've always sang it as she, and I've sang it like that in the car around my best friend who is like a huge 5 Sauce stan. So I don't fucking know. So for this one, it just kind of off-puts me a little bit because of who it is, and it is all about Frankenstein. Basically, where are Frankenstein's bolts? They're up here, right? In his temples. That is where you would think they would be, but no. Apparently, they've always been right here on his neck, which, 1, ew. 2, no, that's wrong. And even Halloween costumes have them up here, but the original Frankenstein had them down here. That is just like, even costumes got it wrong. Like, what? Alright everybody, so that's it for this video. If you want more Mandela Effect videos, please give us a thumbs up and I will know that you want more of these. I literally have in my notes on my computer, like, you can't see it, but like 1,000,001 different Mandela Effects list, so I could do way more if you guys wanted me to, but hit the like button so that I know that you do want me to do more. I'm sorry if I came up as a little bit passionate about this, but they really do, like, Mandela Effects just really excite me and like really confuse me, and I just don't get it. But It's fine. We can all not get it together. So, yep, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!